Dungeon ranking, Shinra building, let's go. Today we are going to discuss the strategy, but also 5 things that the game needs to do to improve. First of all, let me tell you I'm 9th in my group, but look how close the 10th is. Cross is about to bust me, and we have so many people coming to the top 10 position. We have Dave standing on top on group 11, Darkcloud, Ims, K, Serendis, XP, Tache, Priony and and then my friends are doing fantastically well. Juju, Tix, Otomitsu, Trigirask, it is Marcus, right? Juju, Chaos, Bagel, and so on and so forth. Shout out to all my friends doing fantastically. Ren, Tony, Pali, Redcar, Zero, Arge, yeah, all of those are doing very good. Now, yeah, let's jump into the strategy, okay? So, I'm trying a setup with Cloud, Zack, and Tifa, where I'm using Deep Brave in each of them. And yeah, let's just jump into the game. I'm using the Swayhinder and the Black Whiskers and full DPS. This is the strategy to get them, try to get the most of the, try to finish the boss as quickly as possible. No healer, just do some kuras if needed and try to speed through everything, right? So this strategy you can only achieve if you can output a lot of damage. So naturally you will need a healer in most of the cases. But I'm gonna show you so you can get some ideas that could help you perhaps improve your existing strategy, even if you have a healer. Also, by the way, Aerith is a top choice. I used to play with Aerith, with Sun Umbrella as the primary and Fairy Tail as secondary, and I was doing fairly good. But then when I switched my Aerith for Tifa, I started getting better results. Now, let's start discussing a few things that I think Ranked needs to do to improve. Well, first of all, I have said this many times, we need a leaderboard, because it's not only about knowing who is at the top when the event is running, it's also knowing who was at the top when the game finished, so that we can remember. Like, remembering is so important. Now, focusing on the first monster boss, I do physical attack here and then I jump into the battle, okay? So I try to buff my Cloud, and now here is the trick. Please only target once, like just click once the enemy, because if you click twice, this is one of the mistakes from the game. Your units will start doing fuck all, and then it will be a mess, and then you won't be able to recover. It's so important that you try to kill this boss. Look, go. Yes, let's go. Nice. So it's key that we kill the dragon before the poison breath. If we do that, you get like 68, 69k. Let's have a look. 69k, fantastic. 69, there you go. We are so stupid. Anyhow, so the thing here is that now we go for a score boost, 20%, and all my units, they still have like quite a lot of health. And this is going to be so important because we're playing mostly DPS. Now, my first complaint about targets is that if you click the same boss twice, the target will change. So sometimes what I was doing is that I was clicking a lot of times to the same enemy because I want to make super sure that we hit the boss, but then instead the units start to flip and then you start losing time, and that doesn't make any sense. Like, why the game will do that? So please, developers, if you are listening or if someone has a contact, that shouldn't work like that. If I click a million times over the same unit, it's because I so want to focus on that unit. Now here, this minion, the key is also to try to kill it. You see, before he does his tricky trick, because then all health is like quite high. I think it's called Sleek, the ability that he uses. And then this doesn't give you any points, but if we start losing HP on the minions, then we are screwed for later, right? So the thing about trying to break your personal record is that many things rely on randomness. So please be patient. Like, you are fighting against the game. It's not even your own ability. It's like the game is stopping you from succeeding. And this doesn't mean that you like I believe that there are so many people in the top 100 players in my group that have the same gear as myself, or even better, and they are actually better than me. Because rank means very little in this game, and I'm sure they are like fantastic players. It's just that they didn't have as much luck, or they didn't try as many times as I'm trying. So ranking is about trying a lot of times until you understand all the mechanics and all the min-maxing, and then you are somehow lucky. Because honestly, being lucky in this mode is quite important, and that's kind of another thing that is disappointing to me. For example, like if your enemy is weak to water and your units start doing physical non-elemental attacks, or sometimes your units will start doing debrave to a minion, and it's like, dude, why are you doing debrave to a minion when you could do the things that actually matter? So many times that happens, and you cannot stop it. Even if you play manual, you cannot stop it. Like this time around, I think I'm playing semi because the difference is mostly the same. But yeah, I would love to see a rework of the manual. So first thing I would love to see improving, leaderboard. Second thing, targets. Third thing, manual mode actually being a quiet manual mode that does nothing. It lets you save ADB until the bar is full and the units stay still without moving. Now, that can only work if they improve the switching between units. Like right now, the switching between units is not optimal. There is some level of lag, some level of like waiting, because there is an animation and they try to make it cool, but by trying to make it cool, they make it worse. So I will just completely remove the animation and swap units as fast as possible, or at least allow us a 2D mode or something that will make things faster. Honestly, yeah, look, I was targeting twice and then it was doing the same mistakes. Okay, it's cool. Now I know I have my limits, but I like to hit a few shots here, and I like to heal a bit. Well, too late to heal. Yeah, I was trying to break the. It's another thing that you can do. Like focus and read your bosses, so that whenever they are targeting you with their abilities, you can actually do like a pixel. There's a name for this, I don't remember, but you break the animation by doing the limit breaks just in time, just before they hit you. Cool, I'm gonna do heal. Oh, I should play manual, to be honest. Anyway, this time around it was the good one, but yeah, and here we really want to do, yeah, exactly, the water damage. I think I think this run could have been improved, but it is what it is. With a 64k, yeah, that's not great. Anyhow, I don't think I will break my record because there are many factors at play, and it's about repetition. The last thing that I think we need to see fixing, on top of the switching between units, is animations. What do I mean by this? So sometimes you try to do your fancy move that costs 4 ADBs, and the unit gets into like a funny animation, like and the camera focus on the unit, and then you stop seeing the enemy, and it's like, what's going on? Like, what's actually happening here? And I think that's so wrong. Like, we want to see the units at all times, like not being able to we want to see all the units, not only mine but also the boss. Like, not being able to see the boss, I don't think is great at all. So here I'm gonna do I'm trying to use limits, defense, and physical attack, so that we do as much damage as possible from the beginning. In this one, if you manage to kill the boss before the Grand Sword, you get so many points. Same with the next, the other one, the final boss. First, you kiss the minion because the minions will heal, and this is the last thing that you want. This, if they start healing, then you get into a bad situation. One more hit, cool. Now we're doing swill drop. By the way, you might be noticing that I'm playing with Zack, and that's because for me he's the most important unit to control, so that I make sure that he does his swill drop thingy, so that I have physical defense down and water defense down. That usually works better for me. Oh, swap. No. So we want to stun it. I don't know if swill drop. I don't know if it will. Yeah. So if it's a stun, we get into a nice place. Cool. Now it's a DPS race. It's about hitting as hard as possible. And you see, this is the animation that I'm telling you. I don't know. Okay, fuck, he was a stun. Okay. The thing is, I start like freaking out because I don't know if he will be hitting me when I'm not looking, and that's why I go into defense mode, and that's just so bad. Like, let's disable the animations altogether. Like, I don't want to see them. They add zero value in comparison to the information that you see by looking at the enemy. At least that's my opinion. Yeah, if I was playing auto, then of course, cool. 60k, ideally he will have died before he does the swing, so then you get like a massive score boost, and you get like around 69, which is normally the best thing that you do. 64 only. So yeah, we're doing decent, but this is not going to be a breaking record run. And this is the thing, like, there are many factors at play here. I always go for score boost, but if you cannot go score boost before when we kill the yellow boss, like kind of like a scorpion, then you have the choice to get water damage, so that could help you before you fight the Iron Giant. And now here I go elixirs, and I finish my physical attack jellies, and I put defense on all of them. Maybe I don't need to, but I'm trying to do that. Yeah, so this is the idea of the run. Dragon, then Rufus, then Yellow Scorpion, then the Giant, then the other Giant. Here I try to do the swill drop, and then let's go combos. Let's finish this off. I mean, honestly, sometimes some of my units die here in this boss, and the tricky bit about this one is try to keep all of your units alive, and also know when to debrave. There will be a time where you will need to save ADB so that you can debrave him. So you need to save some ADB. Helm Splitter is coming. Cool. Let's do one more and then go into defense. Oh, it didn't hit. Damn. Cool, okay. Maybe we can do one healing. Yeah. Okay, now debrave. All of them debrave. All of them debrave. Debrave more. Debrave more. There was a healing here. No. Oh, okay. So I think Zack is going to die. Okay. That was tough, man. Zack healing. Nice. Let's do... Oh! Yeah, that was a mistake, by the way. So the thing about this game is that your limit breaks becomes a way to break the limits of the opponent more than... Defense. I need another heal for Zack. Yeah. I'm wasting beautiful DPS, but I think it's better if they survive. I think he's gonna survive that one. Cool. Dive kick. Now let's start hitting free thingy. Try to do... No! What happened here? Okay, yes, this is what happened with the animations. Now I'm stuck. Vigor. Okay. Yeah, so okay, we're gonna need to finish the... Yeah, so this is another thing. So yeah, I just skip the animation by doing the limit breaks, and this is key. This is really important so that you don't get as much damage. So I wasted one of my limit breaks when it could have been a hit. And then here I'm doing barely nothing by doing the Ruinra, and what we need is another, yeah, exactly, another of the proper hits so that we finish it. We took too long, so this is gonna give us like 80, 60, 78k or something like that. And also we lost, yeah, 75, even less. So yeah, with this you have like a decent run, but it's no breaking record because you need to min-max on all the limit breaks. We didn't do that really, and I used way too many items. But this is the idea of a full DPS run. All the rank events that we have seen so far, there was an option to play full DPS with maybe a bit of healing, and this is one example. You can do better by repeating over and over and over again, and then you get to know better your units and when to do the limit breaks. That's the idea. Also mastering the concept of like when to switch. Yeah, so what do you think? Do you think I will stay in the 9th? Do you think I will go down? I'm not so sure. And how did you find the ranking event? For me, this was the toughest competition I have seen so far. Never seen anything like this. Everyone is like so close to each other, and it's quite interesting. But yeah, we are honestly fighting against the game, and I think we are just being lucky or maybe persistent. But I think the game needs to help us do better, improve the switches, improve the lag, and so on and so forth. For example, when the dragon fires the breath, if you are there, it's better to stay on attack just so that you don't lose time, you don't waste time. Anyhow, thanks a lot for watching. That's all for today. If you like this type of content, it will help a lot if you subscribe to the channel or press a like or leave a comment on all of them together. That will help me make better content. That's my promise to you all. So yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate you. Cheerios. Take care. Bye bye.